Всем привет, с вами Браво. Это у нас будет 9-я часть прохождения Diablo 3. Вот, в прошлой части мы таки спасли этого незнакомца, который у нас оказался архангелом Тираэлем. Вот.
Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Chaldea.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
We can do no less for him, but afterward, he must be avenged.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
I can tell by the look in your eye that you're not going to leave it alone. You want to hear what happened to my father?
You don't become a hunter unless you've lost someone. You can talk to me.
Right, well. My father tried to dispel the rumors about my grandfather. No one would listen. Then one night, a week later, crazed refugees from Tristram came for revenge. I remember my father screaming for us to get out. And nasty laughter. A lot of it. Just before justice shoved me out the window, I saw my father crawling up the stairs at me, with 2 daggers in his back and a 3rd whipping round his throat.
And the memory of it haunts your dreams even now.
How did you know?
I told you, blacksmith. We've all lost someone. Who trained you to fight?
My brother taught me when we were younger. He thought the crossbow was the best weapon for me since it would give me time to run away if I botched things too badly.
The crossbow is not a weapon for cowards.
Did I offend you?
Shut up. Where is your brother now?
Oh, he's still in Kingsport. I expect he'll be there a good long time.
Why did you become a thief?
Well, that's a long and terrible story that you wouldn't want to hear.
You probably fancied something but could not afford it.
Basically.
Try to be more reasonable in the future.
Oh, there was nothing reasonable about her. Do you ever doubt your choices?
I have no choice.
Things never seem to turn out like I hope they will.
That's the nature of life. No use dwelling on it.
Try living in the slums before you lecture me.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Интересно с ним, конечно, реплики. Кстати, я поменял сложность на мастер. Поэтому посмотрим, как будет. Если будет сложно, то тогда сделаю поменьше.
Who are these demon lords, Belial and Azmodan?
Belial is the Lord of Lies. He desires power before all other things, and his 1,000 schemes are designed toward this end. His brother, Azmodan, reigns over the other half of hell as the Lord of Sin. I sense his influence in this world, but I do not yet know where he will strike.
We will find out. Belial must know.
They are more rivals than allies in these days, but I pray that you are right.
Так, ну что ж, можно немножко вещи подразобрать. И отправляться дальше.
My friend, shall we depart to Chaldea?
It was all just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
The ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell, willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I never believed all your crazy tales. The work you never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Now that Tristram is safe, I travel to Chaldeum, the great city of the East. It has fallen before one of the last lords of hell, Belial. I mean to set the city free.
Ну, вот такой вот у нас был синематик. В целом, Blizzard всегда умели доставлять и делать хорошие синематики, качественные. Так, вот тут у нас тут кузнец наш.
Hey, lady, I got some new things. I heard you came here from Tristram. My family came from there. That place has had some very bad luck, hasn't it?
An enchanting young woman, who is much more than her youth suggests, will come to your aid today. She can be of great help to you, so try to be polite, will you?
Why do you think I will need her help? What do you see happening?
The Coven will use deception to try to ambush you. Ugh, how predictable. I was just talking to Hedrick. He is still denying his grief. He really needs to open up. If he would just let me comfort him, it would do him a world of good.
Еще здесь вот выход есть. А, вон там, видите, этот Калдиум, этот город.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never even been outside the palace. When they threw us out here, I thought I would die. I was terrified. But now, look at this view. I have never understood how large the world actually was. It is beautiful.
There ain't no guards around, are there? Good, because I got some new. Most of my items have almost no blood left on them.
Да, ну почти все, что он продает, мне особо-то и не надо.
By the grace of the ancients, may your soul be warmed and brought to glory in righteousness.
А, он хилит просто. Понятно.
Here we are. Chaldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
We'll have to separate. You two search for Belial, while I track down Magda and make her pay for Kane's death.
О, как-то новая реплика появилась.
Returning to Chaldeum must be hard for you.
I told myself I'd never come back here. And yet here I am.
Because of what happened to your father?
Because of what happened to me. Some scars don't heal, and there's no point in scratching at them, is there? The weather doesn't suit me either.
О, у нее тоже новый диалог. Ну-ка.
You seem down today. Tell me what Miriam can do for you.
I am not down. I look forward to the death of Magda and her coven.
You're saying you're happy? I'd hate to see you upset. So the demon lords want to crush all humanity beneath their heel. Does that mean you can't smile? The cultists are making a great mess of things out in the desert. They deserve the painful death you will bring to them.
As do any who consort with demons. But what are they doing out there?
They are torturing and killing innocent villagers to lure you into their trap. But you'll get the better of them, won't you?
Tell me, guard, why are all these refugees here?
I am not a guard. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, that even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
I have been hunting Magda all the way from New Tristram. Where can I find her?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost. All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why don't they go into the city, where there is more shelter?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death. The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakarum priests find the successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
Ворваться в власть.
Emperor Hakan threw his entire court out of the city. They're trapped out here with the rest of us.
There is some justice in this world, after all.
Justice? They're a load of pompous fools. But even they don't deserve what's coming tonight.
What happens tonight?
They're wearing jewels worth more than any of us see in a year. And they have to sleep sometime.
О, планирует этот поднять восстание.
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldean while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can. We'll reconvene after I've killed Magda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
Ну-ка, какие-то продавцы.
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert. If you make it to the Kasim outpost, seek out Captain David.
I find all sorts of things down in the aqueducts. I like the shiny ones the best.
Many of my banished peers have fled for Lut Gholen. Not I. I shall wait for our Emperor to come to his senses.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
Ну-ка, таверна.
The last Emperor wouldn't have treated us like this. His death was convenient for the boy, wasn't it?
Everything I had was in Alcarnus. I am ruined.
All this pain and suffering. This is what happens when you let a child sit on the throne.
If only the Emperor and his guard had gone mad sooner, all these people being locked out of the...
Alcarnus is being destroyed by the Coven. I've seen people skinned alive.
Tilnan's prices may be high, but the quality is worth every...
The inner city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II. For now, you must all remain here.
Let us in! We are dying of hunger and thirst. Can't you smell the stench of death?
The Emperor has forsaken us.
Back, or we will force you back.
Your Imperial Guard would let us die here. At least the Iron Wolves try to aid us.
Mention them again, and I will leave your corpse for them to find.
I am Lady Neferez. Let me back into the city this instant.
Life in the Borderlands was hard, but we had our dignity. We came here for help, and how do they treat us?
Понятно, в общем, здесь.
Shudder, child, what is that foul stench?
It's the sewer, sir. That hole goes right into it.
I'm sure our Emperor had his reasons for closing the gates, but how are we expected to sleep scant inches from tunnels packed with filth?
A bit of advice, my lord. If I were you, I would sleep with my back against the wall.
Да, назревает, в общем, здесь какой-то конфликт. Ну что ж.
Magda will pay for her wickedness.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
I've heard. I traveled here to kill them and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you. There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
Thanks for the warning, but I know a trap when I see one.
She looks different than anyone we've seen. Her skin is as soft and smooth as polished ivory, and her eyes, they... No.
Why are you two whispering over there?
No reason.
I would rather not discuss the sand wasp. These overgrown insects wouldn't be notable whatsoever if not for their exceptionally poisonous stings, which, alas, killed my young apprentice. I thought he would be more careful when I sent him to retrieve a sample from the hive, but his parents did not understand my perspective. The Lacuni, or Panther Men, as they are sometimes called, have inhabited the desert wastes east of Caldeum for thousands of years. The large males are the tribe's leaders and protectors, while the agile females are expert hunters. Mostly they are primitive and reclusive creatures, although they will attack if cornered or hungry.
Be careful. They are very near to us.
What do you mean? The road is blocked.
You should never have come. Demons will feast on your bones.
I've missed killing these cultists. Come on then!
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
My thanks, Irena. It seems you are doing a lot more than saving travelers, though.
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolves!
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Will I need to slaughter more Lacuni on my way to Alcarnus?
Ha! Those beasts are nothing compared to the cultists. They're casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Так, ну-ка. Ну хотя оставлю. Просто ради интереса изучаю карту. О, там, видимо, пройти можно было.
There is another illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic.
Так, ну нужно следовать вот этим вот.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Ага, по следу, в общем, этому.
The Dune Thresher is an elusive being with a tremendous capacity for bloodshed. It lurks beneath the sands, rising up to seize prey in its jaws and rend the body until it is but sinew and gore. I once saw a thresher in the flesh, and it rather disagreed with my constitution. It seems that the Fallen are indeed creatures of demonic origin. The old heraldic tale claims they were once powerful servants of the mythical Asmodan. They purportedly aided him in his battle against the prime evils, and Diablo later punished them by twisting them into the small, stupid forms they now possess.
Да, чувствуется, что урон от врагов поднялся. Немного.
Look, more hidden footprints. This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
Так. Так, новая пассивочка. О, как-то классно Ару. Так, ну-ка попробуем. Ну мультишот я пробовал. Вот это прикольный скилл. Правда, у него кулдаун 30 секунд, но выглядит очень даже интересно.
The ritual is disrupted!
Ну, 3 секунды сиротки.
This should remove part of the illusion.
I'd lost all hope.
Thank goodness.
Akarat bless you.
Жесть у них, конечно, здесь такое. Что-то подобное в Ведьмаке видел.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Тут у нас что? Тут. Да, тоже ничего особо интересного. Прикольно, кстати, взаимоотношения компаньонов. Они там разговаривают на всякие свои темы.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Так, ну сначала я хочу в этот городок, кстати, раздолбанный. О, а вот и часть. Отлично.
Not enough hatred. Need more time.
I require aid! That was just a taste!
I have more control.
Да, жестко. Чуть не отлетел даже от них тут. Да уж.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Так, следуем за следами.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Prepare for a long fight!
Уже, кстати, у мобов по 2 обилки дополнительные появляются. Потом себе щиты кастует и стенкой ставит. Вначале у нас только по одной было. О, еще одна легендарка. Блин, что-то легендарки либо стали часто падать, но когда я помню, проходил первый раз Diablo, у меня так часто легендарки не падали вообще.
Those foul cultists have come this way. The bodies of innocents are strewn across the sands. We must make them pay.
They will. You have my word.
Ну, дамага побольше, в принципе, но мне эффект нравится, то легендарки лучше. Ладно, побегаем с этой новой. Хочется же новинку одеть.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Ну Ну, кстати, уже 32 уровень взял. Насколько я знаю, здесь 4 акта, и в оригинальной игре до Reaper of Souls было...
This is one of the cultist layers. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
Был 60 уровень максимальный, когда вышел Reaper of Souls, стал 70 уровень максимальный. То есть у нас уже 32 уровень, мы уже больше половины прокачались. И уже только-только второй акт начали. То есть, мне кажется, я к 3-4 акту уже точно возьму.
The ritual is disrupted!
There. That ought to dispel the Coven's magic. Let us go to the bridge.
Так, ну в принципе эти...
I owe you my life. Bless you.
Блин, нифига тут демон. Они двумя этими ритуалами, что в том доме, что в этом доме, они магически прятали мост. Теперь мы, скажем так, избавились от этой проблемы и можем продолжать дальше. Вот, но на этом будет конец 9 части. Всем спасибо за просмотр и увидимся в следующей части, где мы пойдем к этому мосту и будем искать эту Магду. Всем пока!